Woo! Welcome back to the Wake Man channel. So we're headed to the lake. We're actually just headed to Cooney, which is a lake that's only an hour away from Billings. I rarely go to it because once you get into the warmer months, it's a small lake, and because it's so close to Billings, it gets really packed, so it's really not good for wakeboarding at all. In fact, I don't think I'm going to get to wakeboard today. But yeah, this is Friday, and I decided to just take a half day because it's supposed to be mid-70s, and it's already in the 70s. At 1:30, and then this weekend it's supposed to be rainy and like 50s, and then next week it's supposed to snow, and we're still in April, and then next weekend's not looking so good, and then Carly, my wife, is out of town the following weekend, so I decided to just go ahead and take a half day and try to get out here. The good news is I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to surf. The bad news is I don't think I'm going to be able to wakeboard. It's already windy out just on the drive up. It looks like it's going to be enough wind to where it's not going to be good enough to wakeboard, which sucks. I still haven't gotten to wakeboard behind my 2022 G23 yet, but I'll get there. So I'll talk to you when we get there. All right, we're here. We're on the water. There's Wakely. We're waiting for my wife Carly. She's getting changed in a wetsuit because they don't have docks in yet. It's one of the things you deal with when you go this early in the year. It's beginning of April. You notice it's pretty windy here, so kind of sucks, but I'm still gonna surf. Check this out. You can actually see the ski runs. That's Red Lodge Mountain, the local ski area right there. That's the top of it, and that's the Beartooth Mountain Range right there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. You can see that it's still full of snow.
Still full of snow?
You see up on top there, lady? There's snow up there. So yeah, I'll just get Carly on here and then try to get doing some surfing. It's gonna be cold. The water temperature is actually warmer though. It was in the 40s, probably 45 when I went a couple weeks ago, and now, not sure if you can see that, but it's 51 in the water, 59 in the air. So actually it's more like 70. I think it's just the wind off the water that makes it feel colder. Right there. He was just out. He had a bigger wing. And I think this smaller wing is not doing as well. He was doing really well on the bigger wing. This big wing is right there on the shore, that orange thing right there. He got up. He's going now. Probably hard to tell with the GoPro because it probably looks like it's really far away. He's going. Oh my gosh. All right, so that was a super cold set. It was super windy here. It's actually calmed down a little bit. I just let Carly off to go get the truck and trailer But yeah, that was really cold. It actually reads 44 in the water right now, 64 in the air. So it's actually colder here than it was 2 weeks ago at the other lake. So this is Cooney Dam or Cooney Reservoir, and we were at Tongue River Reservoir 2 weeks ago. And I've always known that. It's actually, I think it's because it's closer to the mountains, like you can see back there. This lake's always a little colder. But yeah, that was rough. The wind just picked up again. That was some rough surfing. I actually couldn't do a whole lot. I was kind of struggling. But yeah, we're gonna get out of the water here, and I'll wipe the boat down. We're gonna head back home. Hey there, I thought I'd just interject. The clips that you've been watching are from Friday, April 8th, and the Sunday directly after that, so April 10th. I had an incident where I was stepping off of a ladder and hyperextended my leg, and it broke my knee. And it specifically is my metal knee. And I've actually had a metal knee since I was 14. And actually I just turned 15 right after I got it. So it's been about 25 years because I just turned 40. And I actually had a repair back in 2003, so 6.5 years after I got the original replacement. And now it's 25 years later. And I knew this was coming because the doctor or surgeon that put it in for me told me they are made to last about 15 years. And I'm currently on year 19 since the last repair. I did make a video talking about why I have this. And this knee replacement is not a normal knee replacement. It's actually referred to as a distal femoral hinged knee replacement. So way different than, you know, what you would get for a knee replacement when your knees are just getting old. It's actually a huge replacement. And the key word there is it's hinged. I'll show you some x-rays when it was originally put in compared to x-rays I just got done the other day. And basically you can just see that the parts that hold the hinge together, which include a pin, and there's kind of a mechanism that goes up in like this, pin goes through. This piece down here clearly broke off the bottom plate that attaches to the rod that goes into the tibia. And it looks to me, because that piece is also at an angle, the pin's busted as well. And that's actually the repair that was done in 2003. Back then I noticed that I was just having some extra pain and scheduled the surgery, and they went in prepared to replace the entire thing, but only had to replace that pin. I had just worn out and busted that pin. But it was holding together. It was just simply flexing back then. And now, I mean, when I stepped off that ladder, I felt it. I felt it crack, and I heard it. And then after that, I could not do anything without holding on to my lower leg to hold in a position. Otherwise, it wanted to fall backwards. And it looked pretty gruesome. Luckily, not much pain to this point. Really minimal pain. Mostly just uncomfortable. It's just not sitting in its normal spot. And I can't put any weight on it. And I just can't walk. I'm on crutches. They put a splint on me just to support it, because it really needs to be supported from the back of the calf. Otherwise, it wants to come back. So not good news. I kind of knew this was coming. Like I said, it was based on how long it's designed to last. I'm 4 years beyond that, so I kind of knew it was coming. And I've had different pains in my knee over the last several years, but it's hard to tell if there's something wrong, because I kind of always have some sort of pain in that knee ever since I've gotten that replaced, so most of my life. But obviously the elephant in the room is it's probably not good news for my 2022 season. I just got my 2022 G23 at the end of last season. I got out on it in October last year. I was able to get out on it at the end of March, and then obviously Friday, April 8th, and that's it. And I didn't even get to wakeboard behind it. I've just been able to surf, which was quite a bit of fun. So right now, unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot about what's going to happen. There's kind of two scenarios that could happen. If they had to replace the entire thing, then after I get surgery, I won't be able to put weight on it for 6 weeks, and then there'll be physical rehabilitation after that. That's how it was when I first got the knee. And The kind of best case scenario would be that they might have to do a minor fix, kind of like they did by replacing the pin in 2003. In that scenario, I was actually walking all the way up until I had the surgery, and then after the surgery, I could put weight on it immediately after. It was just obviously sore from surgery, so it took a few weeks after that before I was back to normal. So that's kind of best case scenario. But either way, I don't know when I'm going to get surgery. The last time they had to repair it in 2003, I had to go out to Seattle because that's where my doctor is, and do scans and do a checkup, and then they didn't really know much and had to kind of prepare to replace the whole thing. Open it up and just be prepared to replace the whole thing, but then identify the problem and fix it. And that just had a really good result and had an easy recovery. I had to schedule that surgery 3 months from the time of that checkup. So from the point in time that I identified that there was a problem, I was kind of experiencing pain, to the point where I actually got the surgery, it was like 4 or 5 months, because it took a month before I could go get a checkup too. And obviously that's a much different situation because I was walking on it. I didn't have to stop walking on it. I can't walk on this at all until I get surgery to get it fixed. And it's actually pretty uncomfortable. I mean, again, I'm not in pain. The only thing that I could compare the uncomfortableness to is like, maybe if you were to like hold your finger back like this and just leave it like that. It just feels out of place. It makes it hard to sleep, makes it hard to even be sitting here right now. So for now, I just wanted to kind of let my viewers know what's going on. Unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot about what's going to happen. There is a very good chance that my 2022 season could be a total bust, and I'll have some decisions to make if that happens, because I was going to be building a shop. I was making all kinds of plans to do that. I'd still like to do that, but it really just depends on the outcome, because I was planning on doing a lot of work myself. And obviously I won't be able to do that if I'm recovering or have to go to surgery, or, obviously if I don't get to surgery for a few months, I won't even be able to walk to be able to do anything. So yeah, I mean, there's still a chance, if I could get surgery within the next month, basically, and it ends up being the easier scenario where they're just replacing a few parts and then sew me back up. There's still a chance I could have a season. But I don't know, the whole thing is 25 years old. I could totally see my doctor saying, okay, it's time to just replace the whole thing. So really kind of bad news for the channel, honestly, because most of my content surrounds me being with my boat. I do make videos sometimes where I can put videos together and talk about certain things. A good example of that would be my boat financing videos. Things like that. But most of the time, a lot of my content comes from just doing things with my boat, especially during the season, just out there using my boat and having fun with my boat. So there's a good chance that there will be a lack of content until I'm pretty close to fully mended. But what I think I'm going to do up until that point is I'm just going to try to vlog and have you follow along with what's happening with fixing my knee. So it really kind of sucks, because for the last 4 years, I've been doing a weekly video. And in the first couple years, I may have missed a week or two throughout the year because I might be on vacation, or I might just not be at home to where I can edit videos. But since then, I would say the last 2 years, I haven't missed a week. And I kind of intended on keeping that going forward. And there may still be a possibility for some of that. But I can certainly tell you that no matter what, I will be missing some weeks, because there likely won't be a good way for me to produce and edit a video right around the surgery, because best case scenario, I'll probably be in the hospital for a week. So I just want to say I appreciate all of you who watch my channel and who interact with my videos. It's been great. I plan on continuing. I just wanted to make you aware that there might be a gap here and there, just because I won't have the capability to put out the type of content I've been putting out. But keep tuning in, because I plan to make videos about my healing process if you're interested in watching that. I hope to be able to provide more of a detailed update in the coming weeks, but that's all I have for now. Look at this crap. We literally just get out of the water. And it's calming down. It's freaking calming down. It's nice and warm now. Not getting back in though, but man, it's crazy. That is kind of busting my balls right now that it's decided to calm down. We're not quite at butter level, you know, what I would want for wakeboarding, but it would have made it a lot nicer for surfing. That's for sure. I was freezing out there because of the wind, and now it looks a lot nicer. I mean, you can tell because you probably don't even hear wind in the camera right now. Crazy. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts on this video or ideas for future videos, please leave those in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click on that notifications bell so you can be notified of my future videos. I'll see you next week.